Hey y'all, it is, I don't even know, June the 21st? I was correct. Alright, yeah, give me a point. It is June the 21st, 2024. And y'all, in this end of days period that we find ourselves in, I gotta admit that I don't really have the time or the patience to be editing videos and this and that and making everything clear visually for people to see. I just hope that you follow me if you're one of the few people who do check on my content from time to time. And if you are aware, I made a video regarding this man that's below my face right now. And his name was Super Silent, and it still is Super Silent Alex Burk. If I'm not mistaken, Super Silent Alex Burk finds himself in jail right now. And perhaps he'll be in prison. Perhaps for a long time. I really don't know. Right? But, I made a video about him. Perhaps you looked into him a little bit. I don't know. If you haven't, just to put it all in a nutshell, I had become aware of Super Silent Alex Burk only over the past few weeks. And I was only like tenuously aware of him, to be honest with you. Alright, he seemed like a weird type of dude. God bless him. I get along best with the weird type of people. If you're not weird, I probably won't relate to you very much anyway. So it's not like a backhanded compliment, really, when I call you weird. So I just became aware of him not very long ago, and then I saw him do a rap song, Alex Burk. I saw him do a rap song, and come to find out he had done a 2 or 3 of them at least. And upon hearing his rap song and his style, I sent out an invitation to him. And I haven't been working on my music over the past few days. I mean to get back into it. I love it. But sometimes you got to have a very calm environment and a regimen, I noticed for myself, in order to really get back into music production, right? So the thing is, I sent him out an invitation, and then within 24 hours, as I explained on a previous video, this man was arrested below, this guy right here below my face, arrested after a somewhat of a police chase. All right, and then after I found out about this police chase, which was on Super Silent Alex Burk's YouTube channel, posted a live stream of him being arrested. He himself posted a live stream of it. I was like, wow, this is very fascinating. Went more into Alex Burk's YouTube channel, and I found out that it was very interesting content, to be honest and brief. Very interesting content on his YouTube channel. He's talking about a lot of things, kind of things that we like to talk about. For example, government corruption. For example, vaccines that don't mean you no good. All right, and this and that. So I found all that kind of interesting, although I gotta say I didn't know too much about Alex Burk, and I still don't know too much about Alex Burk, all right? There's a lot of people to know about in this world. It's tough. But in digging a little bit more about Alex Burk, I did find a channel that we're looking at right now, Dr. Kopper. And in fact, I heard from Dr. Kopper just earlier today. He put up a post saying that, F YouTube, because YouTube is stifling the F out of his channel, to which I totally believe it. They've stifled my channel. They've stifled Mr. Shepherd's channel. They've stifled Matrix Mark's channel and all of our channels. It's not YouTube. It's ThemTube. They sold us down the river a long, long time ago, all right, with their algorithms. They meant to do it. It was always meant to be a trick, just like Facebook was always. It never started organically. It came from the damn CIA or whoever else. It doesn't matter. So Dr. Kopper says he's about to get off of YouTube, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I wish him well wherever he goes. But he put out this little documentary, and I don't mean to say little. It's short in time length. He put out this documentary, and kudos to him, man, for taking the time and the effort and digging and consulting and all sort of things that you had to do, putting together a documentary. And you could check it out on his YouTube thing if you wish. But I really don't have time to just show it to you. You can go check it out if you want to. But in a nutshell, I want to say this about Alex Burk. There was a lot of facts or whatever that was displayed in the documentary about Alex Burk. And for all I know, all the facts that were stated in this documentary were correct, for all I know. They could have been incorrect, for all I know. I'm not an expert, right? But basically, from what I garnered from this whole mini documentary, from Dr. Kopper over here, is that more or less Alex Burk is a schizophrenic drug user. Would it be the first time that a schizophrenic drug user used the name of Jesus in order to further his goals and aspirations? No, it wouldn't be. Wouldn't be close. Right? This is not unheard of. That could very well be a possibility. I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm saying that could be very possible. Someone's damn home is getting broken into somewhere in the neighborhood. I couldn't care less, but I don't know if you could hear that. I don't know if you could hear that over the cicadas. The cicadas just don't quit. There's some sort of alarm, and hopefully it stops soon. Hopefully nobody's getting broken into their house, but what am I going to do about it? So anyways, hopefully it's not disturbing you too much beyond the cicada noise. But, okay, we were talking about Alex Burke. The little documentary was talking about Alex Burke, basically a schizophrenic drug user. And that could very well be the case. They say, Alex Burke isn't even related to Jeffrey, old Jeffrey, who may or may not be with us. In fact, it's quite likely he is dead and gone. This old guy, Jeffrey. I forget his last name. They say, Alex, he was claiming Jeffrey was his grandfather and that he's desperately wanting answers for the demise of his grandfather, or perhaps just a missing person. However, Alex Burke is not even related to Jeffrey. He's just a con artist, if you will, a schizophrenic drug user, if you will, and that's not even where it ends. Alex Burke, in fact, is over here accusing the police who are here to just serve and protect us of being all sort of twacked out on drugs up their noses. And all this is completely irresponsible, and more than likely or not, Alex Burke was aspiring to be some sort of mass casualty carry-outer into the near future. This were all the things that were implied in this little documentary. All of these things may or may not be true. Here's what I want to say. I'll make my face bigger. Okay? So I'm serious. Here's what I want to say about it. Alex Burke could very well, I don't know him very well. He could be very well a schizophrenic, drug-using con artist looking to take over an old man's property after he dead, gone. Could be. However, from the evidence that I've seen, and this is what Dr. Kopper does not want to talk about really necessarily. It's not that he's avoiding it, it's just that he doesn't believe it. And God bless Dr. Kopper. I think he's doing a great job. Here's the thing. Dr. Kopper, for whatever reason, does not want to acknowledge that the footage I seen of the cops, highly suspect. Oh yeah, Alex Burke, he did cut up the video and showed the cops at very weird times and stuff like that, and in that way he manipulated the video. However, the video I seen quite clearly has cops acting suspicious. all right? Like something suspiciously had gone up their nose and they were doing weird, wild things with their noses, trying to keep calm, trying to keep composure. I mean, hypothetically, could two things be true at once? Yeah, maybe Alex Burke was, it's possible he was a schizophrenic drug user. At the same time, did he perhaps catch the sheriff's deputies of Catoosa County with all sort of stuff up their nose, acting very weird and wild? Yes, he did. I saw that. I saw that. I mean, I know we're in the time of cheap fakes and everything like that, but I saw it with my own eyes. They were twacked out, all right, looking highly suspicious. And then let's say that Alex Burke was a schizophrenic drug user and a con artist, okay? That doesn't take away from the facts that Alex Burke was openly stating that our government is beyond effing corrupt. They are so effing corrupt, such as what's going on in Ukraine, what's going on in Israel, and what's going on, God knows, wherever else with our tax money. Here's the thing. They tax us 7 ways from Sunday with every dollar we make. All right? They are extreme criminals, regardless of whether or not Alex Burke is a good guy or a bad guy. So that's what I wanted to point out. It's like they're acting like Alex Burke is such a bad guy that none of what he's saying is true. No, it's all true. He might be like Isaac Cappy, totally tripping balls, but what he's saying is not untrue. That's the thing about it. And also, what I wanted to point out, and I'll have this be the end of the video. Also, what I wanted to point out is that Alex Burke, he was talking about Jesus Christ a lot, and maybe that's off-putting to some people. Maybe they thought he was using Jesus' name as like some sort of a shield for his criminality. All right, and some people out there just don't like Jesus Christ, period. I know that's right. So, but what I wanted to point out is that, there was a lot of people who's afraid, especially in Catoosa County. There's a lot of people who's concerned, and they left comments even on these videos about Alex Burke, and they thought he was a loose cannon. And they had reason to believe that he was going to do something bad, something terrible. Perhaps, for example, shoot up everybody that he saw or something like that. And for as much as I don't know Alex Burke, for as much as I'm going out on a limb, I do want to state quite clearly that there is no evidence at all, ever, anywhere, to my knowledge, that Alex Burke has ever threatened, say, children. He did speak out on behalf of children. I never heard of Alex Burke abusing children. To this day, Alex Burke, although he made some wild videos, which were quite threatening, he never, I don't see any evidence of him doing anything violent to anybody. Is there the possible threat? Yeah, kind of there's a possible threat if you were to look at Alex Burke's YouTube channel. I'm not denying that. But these people want to pile on, and like some people were in the comment section, for example, talking about, I hope they lock him up. Whenever they're so tough, you seen it where people are so tough that they go in the comment section and say, oh, I hope they lock him up. I hope they lock him up forever and ever. I'm so scared. I hope they lock him up, and I hope he gets beat up by the inmates because I'm so scared of him. And I just want to, he was a menace. He was a menace to society. All right. Like I said, I have no evidence of him doing anything, say, violent towards innocent people. I just don't. And then I will also point out, for as much as he was a menace and this and that, they'll call him any name under the book. Alex Burke. They'll call him any name under the book. All right. What I want to point out is that, and you'll see this especially in the live stream of his arrest, no matter what you want to say about Alex Burke, because people will say anything, Alex Burke, at the end of the live stream, did not take the coward's way out. I mean, you can call him a coward if you wanted to, but you would be wrong. Alex Burke did the exact opposite. You can't put anyone in the place of Jesus, my older brother, because it seems as though Jesus was perfect. I really can't say that about any of us, to include myself. All right? But Alex Burke did not take the coward's way out. Let me explain. In Alex Burke's position, what he would have done to take the coward's way out of his situation, somebody just crashed into their garage. I don't know if you heard that. Anyways, it's the end of days. But what Alex Burke would have done, if he was a coward, would be to whip out his AR-15 pistol and shoot people or shoot whoever. Shoot the cops. That would be the coward's way out, if you really think about it, because then the cops would shoot him up and then he'd be dead. That would be the easy way out. However, if you have the mind of, say, a true Christian, someone following Jesus, you would recognize that Alex Burke, in fact, took the difficult way out. He took what I would call the Christ-like way out of the situation. Instead of doing whatever he might have wanted to do in his mind, instead of doing that and taking the coward's way out, what he did was slow his car to a halt and let the police arrest him. People don't understand when I say that that's actually the brave thing to do. Because first of all, the police could have shot you up anyway. Secondly, you were doing so in a calm manner, that, much like the way that Jesus let himself be nailed to a cross in a calm manner. And he didn't even fight against it. He let himself be arrested, and who knows how long he'll be in jail. Who knows how much he'll be tortured, for example, in jail. Who knows? Who even knows? Alex Burke took the brave man's way out by letting himself get arrested and then facing the consequences. That's what a brave man would do. And there's all sort of cowards out there who might be scared out of their mind by a man like Alex Burke roaming around their county. Well, you know what you need to be scared and concerned of? Like I said, your government running all roughshod on you and doing whatever they feel like to you and to children, both here and abroad. It's like a extremely criminal death machine in which that we pay for with our money. But people ain't so concerned over that. No, they're more concerned over Alex Burke and whether or not he might come and get him like he's the boogeyman. Right? It's sick. It's the end of days. I just thought I would make that a particular video, to give people my opinion on the whole matter. I wish Alex Burke the best. I wish Dr. Kopper the best. I wish all the cowards in the comments section talking all sort of this and that. The Alex Burke, finally, the boogeyman's gone. The boogeyman's gone. I wish them the best. I wish everybody the best, all right? I'll holler at y'all. See you in the days. It's June the 21st, 2020, 2024.